I'm Janae with Cafe Janae, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a healthy breakfast parfait that kids will love. Now, of course, what do kids love? They love pudding and they love chocolate. So I'm going to show you how to make a healthy raw food pudding that your kids can eat for breakfast, and it'll be healthier for them than most any other breakfast they're going to eat. We'll start with a base of raw cashews. We're going to use this instead of milk, and cashews are very high in vitamins and minerals, and what we did with those is we just covered them with water overnight and soaked them overnight, and then in the morning drain off the water, and the cashews are nice and soft, and they'll give the pudding a really creamy consistency. The other thing we're going to use in this pudding for the base is an avocado. Now, along with cashews having really healthy fats, avocados also have really healthy fats. And healthy fat is important for brain development in little children and also for building healthy cell walls. So you need lots of good healthy fats in your diet, and cashews and avocados are a really good way to do that. Now, I'm using a high-speed blender. And this recipe, you can do it in a regular blender, but it really works the best in a high-speed blender. There's two brands of high-speed blenders that I recommend, Vitamix and Blendtec. Now, again, if you use just a regular blender, you can still do this. It just won't come out quite as smooth, and it'll just have a few extra lumps in it. If you're cooking for your health and for your family's health, I highly recommend getting a high-speed blender. It's great for pudding, and it's great for lots of other stuff too. When you're making this pudding, it's important to have a high-speed blender. There's two brands that I recommend, Vitamix and Blendtec, and both of those blenders, they have such a strong motor that they can liquefy anything. So it takes the cashews and the avocados and the rest of the ingredients, and it makes it really smooth and creamy. If you have just a regular blender, that'll work okay. Just be aware that it won't come out quite as smooth as if you put it in a high-speed blender. The next ingredient we're going to put in is some raw cocoa powder. Now, chocolate powder or cocoa powder is very healthy for you. It's high in iron and magnesium and vitamin C and lots of other antioxidants and minerals and nutrients. You have to make sure you get raw cocoa powder though, because once it's heated up and cooked, all of those antioxidants and nutrients are destroyed with the heat. So if you can get raw cocoa powder, that's what's going to be the most nutrient dense for you. The next thing we have is some raw local honey. We're going to sweeten this with honey instead of sugar. Honey is used as a tonic in a lot of places because it's great for your digestive tract. It has lots of antibacterial and antiviral properties to it, and it's very soothing. And of course, anytime you use chocolate, you also need to put vanilla with it because vanilla really enhances the flavor of chocolate. We'll also use some natural sea salt and some coconut oil. This is just raw, cold-pressed, unprocessed coconut oil. Let's put the lid on this and blend it and make it into a nice, creamy, smooth pudding. Now, I had a little bit of extra water here, so what you want to do is just put in the smallest amount of water necessary to get the blades going and to make it blend nice and smoothly. You don't want to put too much water in or it'll make it runny. Now, if you just go to the store and buy regular pudding, it's made with dairy and lots of sugar, high fructose corn syrup, hydrogenated oil, preservatives, artificial flavorings and colorings, lots of things that are not good for a kid's body. But in this pudding, it's all made from wholesome, whole food, and it's raw food, so it is a great source of nutrition for your kids, and they're gonna love it because it tastes amazing. Presentation is a big deal, so when you're serving this up to your kids, it makes it extra fun if you can put it in a beautiful cup and layer it up with other nutrient-rich, antioxidant-rich foods like berries and fruit. And so we've got some berries here. When you have lots of berries in your diet, these help to fight cancer. They help to give lots of antioxidants, vitamin C and vitamin E into your diet. And it's a great way to enhance the flavor of the chocolate with the berries. And then we'll put another layer of chocolate pudding here. And then we'll put a layer of bananas. Another layer of pudding. And we'll top it off with some dairy-free whipped cream made from coconut milk. Now the way you make this is you take a can of coconut milk and you put it in the refrigerator, and it separates the fat from the water. And you pour off the water and put the fat into a bowl and whip it up just like you would whip up some regular whipped cream. And you can add a little bit of agave nectar or stevia to it to sweeten it up, and you've got a delicious dairy-free, nutrient-dense whipped cream. And as you can see, this is full of lots of fruit, avocados, which is healthy fats, nuts, which are healthy fats, and coconut, which is also a healthy fat. And you've got a whole food, really delicious breakfast parfait for kids that I think that any kid would be really excited to eat for breakfast. I'm Janae with Cafe Janae, and I hope you've enjoyed learning how to make a healthy breakfast parfait for kids. We've got really delicious raw chocolate pudding and coconut whipped cream with berries and bananas. I would love this if I was a kid.